Sorry, I got to move stuff around.
That's all right. This one's fine.
Rain.
Yeah, we need it. I just wish it would rain at night, but you can't have everything.
It's such a shock to have rain.
Yeah.
It's really definitely very needed.
Need it so bad. I hope it snows like crazy up north.
We're gonna go. You guys go skiing or anything?
No, just so we have water next. Snow melt. Oh, thank you.
pull your other one out?
No, it's okay, it's buried, it's okay.
It's not. It's right here. Jesse came in for a session.
I'm keeping this one, in reserve till you go get that one in, Florida someday.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, someday.
You,
Here's your other one over here if you want to
Okay,
get to it.
thank you, buddy.
I just got a call. They haven't forgotten me. Your philanthropy is doing quite well.
Thank you. I've got a long way to go, but there, at least I,
We all do.
Know what I
You
should
never
be
learn
doing.
everything. What do you say, 10,000 hours or something like that? I don't know, I probably passed that mileage mark a few times. But I know I probably passed it with this now. I know I passed it with the regular drum. I brought my Gretsch drum kit in because I was moving everything around. And as soon as I brought it in, man, people came in and wanted me to give them, the kids drum lessons and stuff. Just as soon as and so that magical energy that comes from with me, especially with the drum set, even though I haven't been playing it. Lately, it's been calling out to me. It's like, don't forget about me. I got the chroma key going there on the solar flares. powers of the South. Welcome, powers of the South. Welcome, powers of the South. Welcome, powers of the West. 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 Welcome, powers of the North. 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 Welcome, powers of the sky. 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 Welcome, powers of the earth. 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 Welcome, powers of the sea. 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 Welcome, powers within me. Welcome, powers within me. Welcome, powers within me. Welcome, powers within me. Circle drawn round, circle drawn round, circle drawn round, circle drawn round. Power brought down, power brought down. Power brought down, power brought down, protection surround, protection surround, protection surround, protection surround. Sacred abounds, sacred abounds, sacred abounds, sacred abounds. Let the goddess dance, let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Let the goddess dance. Whoa, 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 whoa. bless our endeavor. Great Spirit, bless our endeavor. Great Spirit, bless our endeavor. Great Spirit, bless our endeavor. Wow, 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 thank you for all of these blessings coming to us right now. Thank you for all of these blessings coming to us right now. Thank you, all of these blessings coming to us right now. Thank you for all of these blessings sending healing love to everyone, 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 sending healing love to everyone. Aye, aye, warm up a little bit. No, it's the radio, I think. It all sounds like a phone radio. That's one of the samba pieces.
Yeah, which is kind of, has that same little, almost like
Yeah.
ending pattern.
But that's the beginning.
Right.
But it's you know, it has the same effect.
Yeah, right.
But play it again.
Signals the beginning.
Yeah. That's the part. Yeah. But the third movement there. Do that again. The you're going. Start from the beginning again. That's the part. Sending light to everybody. 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 Sending peace 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 to everybody. try to understand. I don't know, this floor, you know.
This stands a little bit.
Is this the one? I never know which one it is.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. This will never make it to the moon and back. When I met Jim Lovell, after he'd come back from Apollo 13, we were in Miami, and a folk singer, a friend of ours, was good friends with him. And she was actually Elvis's third cousin, Trish. Beautiful girl. She looked like Elvis, only with the grill of a 56 Buick Special. You know what I'm saying? And she could play folk guitar really well. So she would play in Cocoa Beach at the strip club where all the early astronauts would go hang out. And so she would play in between the strippers. And she had like a Mae West kind of figure, gorgeous one. And she was all dressed and she'd play. And then she had retorts, for all the jerks in the audience, like, take off your clothes. And she said, she had a lisp. She said, excuse me, sir, but do you have hemorrhoids? He goes, no. She says, that's what I thought, a perfect asshole. So she'd invite Jim over to Coconut Grove, and he'd hang out. And he would tell us stories. That was the one where they had to hook up all this stuff in order to survive because there was an explosion on board, and he had to fly that thing. And it was the first time, and they had like gaffer's tape. Thank God for gaffer's tape. It got him around the moon and back again. But he was talking about all the little gizmos that they had to figure out. Because in Houston, they were figuring, and at Kennedy, they were like, okay, go up to the lunar module, get this item, come back, tape it to this, and And he thought it was a practical joke when the explosion happened. The one guy who was new in the crew, we used to do this practical joke, like open a valve and make a big pop. So when it happened halfway to the moon, he thought it was a joke, till everything went red. They were losing oxygen. And they lost contact with Earth. And that's when they had to sit there, the size of a Volkswagen, right, the three of them, squeezed together in the size of a Volkswagen, a Beetle, a bug. And they didn't think they were going to make it. And he says, for some miraculous reason, the antenna that was on a very directional antenna had gotten damaged when this explosion happened on the outside of the module, and it knocked it out of alignment with Earth. But for some reason, it realigned itself with Earth. And suddenly, Houston comes back online and says, Apollo 13, what's your status? And that's when Jim Lovell had that memorable quote, says, Houston, we seem to have a problem. So he was this cool guy in the face of all this, imminent demise. So I said, what did you do, man? Did you freak out? Did you cry or what? He goes, no. He said, we waited. He said, you can bounce off the walls, but when you're done doing that, you're in the same place you were before you did it. I was like, whoa, heavy. So whenever I'm making stuff like these stands, I think of Jim, commander level, and I'm like, man, now there's a guy who's clever, with fixing things so they work. Now, anyone who wants to hear the way I'm counting this in my own little head, 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2. So the end of two, when you're in a 3-part, 3-beat pattern, has a lot of coolness to it. 1 and 2 in, 1 and 2 in, 1 and 2 in, 1, 2 in, 1, 2 in, 1, 2 in, 1. So when you accent the 1 and then the end of 2, it starts to go into the shuffle. It melts back to the slow blues triplet. And that's always what I've enjoyed about the Afro-Cuban drumming, is they can ride the fence in between. Sorry, that's my fault. Made a mistake. Oh my God. Are we playing too fast? you all get what you want. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May all we get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. May we all get what we want for Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, behave. Last one. Oh, we're cooking tonight. So I've been watching a video documentary that I got DVD from the library, Santa Monica Library, on Carl Jung. It's great. It's a lot of footage of him actually explaining stuff. It's like archetypal, the collective unconsciousness. So he got really dissed quite a bit for coming up with these concepts back, you know.
Well, the Skinnerians didn't like it.
Oh, no, right. The Skinnerians, you know, everybody belongs in a box. The only way we're going to get them to do anything is like if we prod them with electrodes. So he was in Africa. They showed great footage of him hanging out in Kenya and listening, and there was music. And he asked them about their dreams. And he knew a little bit of Swahili. And he had interpreters, and they showed him sitting there. And they liked him. They had a word for him, which was like the old white man who was white because he was white hair and everything. And they liked him. And so he said that they explained their dreams, because that's when he was starting to map out the dream world. And he said that their dreams were actually similar to the dreams of European whites in certain ways. And that's when he started to come up with this concept of the collective unconsciousness, archetypal images. And then he came to America with Freud, and he interviewed African Americans and about their dreams. And he said they were surprisingly similar to European, white people's dreams. So it really corroborated his conclusions that we were all having a consensual dream, that we were all experiencing this communal consciousness. Of course, it really flipped Freud right out. This is where they broke up. That's where their romance really ended, was because Jung was going off on this thing of like, he wasn't really interested in Freud's idea of the individual ego as the all and everything of consciousness. He was saying, no, we're all connected. All humans have these archetypal themes. The hero, on and on. There's, types, psychological types, one of his books. So this is where the drumming really came into play for me at the Jungian Institute back in the 80s, when I heard Joseph Campbell, got to meet Joseph Campbell. It's like, whoa. And realizing that the drum was a vehicle to enter the collective unconsciousness, but with your eyes open, with your intellect intact, and your consciousness aware and able to evaluate with the intellect this great mysterious domain of the collective unconsciousness, which was actually much larger than the conscious intellectual mind. So, man, they gave Carl Jung a bad time. They were saying like he was really crazy, he was psychotic, and that when he finally died at 85, some of these real negative guys said that, oh, he was crazy and he committed suicide. It's like, no, man. So now it's amazing that we take all of that for granted in this culture, all across the world. And I really feel that this is Jungian drumming. That what we were doing, we are playing the archetypal drum patterns that all cultures use. So when we drum like this, we are in the dream time. We are in the collective unconscious of the human species. The conclusion was that, yes, there are extraterrestrials. That was the most unexpected conclusion. So he even wrote a book about it, that the ETs really existed. Now, I haven't read it, and I didn't get what he was talking about, but I'm going to. And I suspect that the aliens come to America and come to Earth to listen to our music. I think that's one of the biggest selling points of the human race being allowed to continue to survive. Instead of like putting in a superhighway right through where the Earth is. That our music and our rhythms are unique to the human species, to the human experience. It's because of the way our bodies are built, and the way our minds function, and the way our hearts actually feel. So it's really inspirational listening to this young video and watching him talk and realizing how much he really influenced the way I drum with this kind of drumming. On the drum set, probably yes too. But when we're playing this rhythm, there are many cultures that use this rhythm, right? But what's also happening is that we are experiencing those rhythms in those cultures when we play this. And it's as if we are visiting them and they're visiting us. And I've watched people who've never hit a drum before settle into these basic patterns and suddenly play really well. And they're not even aware how well they're playing. And I'm saying, no, don't judge yourself, because the critical mind makes these assumptions like, oh, that couldn't possibly be good because you don't know how to drum. Listen, no, it's not true. When drummers pass over, right, when they're over on the other side, the autre vase, you know, they still are drummers. That's not something that you lose. It's not like your money or your swimming pool or your trophy mate, you know. You still have the ability to be a drummer, and also the desire to be a drummer. So what I think I've witnessed many times is people who are able to release their critical mind, and that's what I strive for when we do this kind of drumming, is to let go of the critical control. And then these drummers who are in spirit, right, they come in. They say, oh, there's one, and they'll slide right into that person, and they'll start to play. And I said, no, let it go, just let it happen. It would take me 10 years to teach you that what you just played was so cool. So just trust that it's okay, that you're safe, and allow this amazing process, because Jung was talking about going to the Hopi Indian and talking to the medicine men in New Mexico. And the tribe, the Hopi tribe, would sing the sun up every morning. They would drum and they would sing, and the sun would rise. And they felt that their great calling, their job, their task was to sing the sun up. That if they did not do that, the medicine man said that within 10 years, the world would end. So, and this was made probably back in the late 70s, early 80s. Oh no, 90s, early 90s. So, I've heard that same sentiment. Like in the movie Black Orpheus, the kids were saying that you had to play the samba in the morning. If you didn't, the sun would not come up. So this concept of the indigenous cultures being connected to the maintenance of nature is something that the technological human has lost contact with. So I think coming back to the drum is a way for the technologically sophisticated human to reconnect to that mythological, archetypal function that humans have always had and they always will need, I think. So this is a great service that we are performing. It's the avatar. As long as we do this, we offset the negative effects in the world. That book called Power versus Force talks about the energy, the positive energy of the avatars, the teachers, and the participants, offsetting the low vibrations of the majority of people on the planet. And if you didn't have the people doing this positive work, the negative low vibrational energy would be overwhelming. So anybody who's out there and listening to us, know that by sharing the groove and hitting the downbeat and staying coherent on the simple patterns, that you are helping the sun rise, you are helping the earth move, you are keeping the balance between good and bad, and you are doing a very important job. You are maintaining the fabric of our dream. Now, stitch in time saves 9. That's an old one. Okay, this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now I'm going to do the paradiddle diddle. Paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle. A little fast. Slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle. Slower. Slow it all the way down. Don't ever be afraid to slow down. One and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left. So the double notes are at the end. A little slower. Now, I like this tempo. Now you take off and I'll play this. Moon over Miami. Now, if you want to solo this, you got it. My fault. paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle. Now, when you're, here's just one suggestion. It's a classic kind of Afro-Cuban film. Yeah. Merengue. That was it. Yeah. There it is. The hard part is coming back in. slow down. Just keep going. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
No, you were saying.
Yeah, I could. Those slow tempos like that, you can lock in. It's some sort of cosmic coincidence because the delay is probably about 12 seconds at least. And so I've noticed when we can play those slow grooves, we lock in. And then if I can find and stay at that tempo, something happens. It's kind of a weird.
It's a really nice tempo. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's a classic tempo. It's one of those. Were you going to play that one?
Oh, no, no.
Okay.
I didn't know if Kathy was coming.
Yeah, not tonight. It's
Yeah,
one of
she's
those.
doing, everything okay? She hanging in there?
Well,
It's rough.
it's kind of coming
Give
to
her our
a
best.
conclusion. He's on oxygen. They've got a bed in the living room now, and so they have to, dress him and everything 24/7. And unless it's the will, the will to survive. We had one woman years ago who was sent to us by her therapist who lived down the street. And she had been through 4 cancer operations, this woman. She's an elderly woman from Beverly Hills, but she'd had a lot of plastic work on her. So you really couldn't tell how old she was unless you looked at her hands. And sweet woman, but just totally feared going back into Cedars, for another cancer op. So she said, I just don't want to do that. So we drummed on her groove was I Am a Miracle. And she would drum 2-3 times a week. She'd come in for at least an hour. And it would just generate this incredible light. You could see it. She would just glow. She'd never hit a drum before. Then after a while, she started to talk about her family. And she said that she felt like she was Cinderella, that her sister and her brother had projected the family shadow onto her, and that she felt that she was always, under their thumb. So, and their father was in cancer ward at Cedars, but they didn't expect him to live much longer. So they wanted to move him out. And so she took over to care for him. And it was a huge responsibility to take him home, all the equipment. But she was willing to do it. And so she came in the night before that they were going to discharge him. And she drummed in here, and we lit some candles. And she drummed, and she drummed. And he passed away that night. And it gave her life back. And then the lawyer for the family spoke to her and said, I don't know what you did, but your brother and your sister are no longer treating you the way they used to treat you, because I grew up taking care of your family, and they can't take advantage of you the way they were doing that anymore. And she said that she had drummed on that. She had drummed on releasing that shadow between her and her siblings, and that she felt freed from that. And that she felt that when we drummed in here, she gave her father basically the allowance to go ahead and leave, because it dawned on her when she was in the drumming trance that he was staying for her and that he didn't need to. So then when he left, it was a very peaceful conclusion for her. She felt really, really good about it. And yeah.
But he didn't want to go until she was ready.
Yeah. And she felt that the drumming had given her, the release of energy that she needed to consciously make a release of the whole drama scenarios in her family, so that he could go peacefully and that she could live still peacefully. So it was a really moving thing. Kathy was great. She lit the candles and she did the whole thing. And this woman, she lived in Beverly Hills. She'd never done anything shamanic or anything like that at all. And she started painting watercolors of this spirit woman that came to her in her dreams. And I said, well, down south we call that mambo ket. That's the mambo, the curandera, the magic woman that's going to talk to you and tell you what you need to do. And she did. She bought a little drum, and she loved it. When she drummed in here on I Am a Miracle, she'd leave and stand out front and tell total strangers. She said, this is working. Sweet woman. And it was great because you could witness her magic. She was creating her magic, and it was totally real. And it didn't have anything to do with drumming technique. It had to do with her intention. It was wonderful. Sweet woman. Let's see if we go back and capture that groove again. You ready? Now that we stopped, okay? You can't catch it again. It's like drummers are so superstitious. It's like they'll feel a groove, right? It'll be real magical, and everybody's like, "Woo!" And then it'll stop, and then they go, "We got to try to recapture that moment," and it's impossible to recapture, because it'll always be different. The flow of the energy is always different. It's always unique. The drummers are so superstitious. That's where they'll go back and they say, play that part again. Oh, it's not working because you're not wearing that shirt you were wearing last time. I'm not kidding. It's like ridiculous stuff. Okay. I like this one. powers of the South. Thank you, powers of the South. Thank you, powers of the South. Thank you, powers of the West. 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 Thank you, powers of the North. 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 Thank you, powers of the sky. 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 Thank you, powers of the earth. 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 Thank you, powers of the sea. 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 Thank you, powers within me. Thank you, powers within me. Thank you, powers in the sea with me. Thank you, powers within me. Ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, circle drawn round, circle drawn round, circle drawn round, circle drawn round, power brought down, power brought down, power brought Great Spirit, bless our endeavor. 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 Okay, big ending. Okay. Oh, I couldn't find the ending. I'm glad you did that. I couldn't find it.
If I did it for the four instead of the
That was good. No, that was good. That worked. I couldn't find it. I was completely like, that's what that groove does, though.
That was so cool.
Yeah, yeah. I finally like, there it is. You know, it's like recapture the. That's the Wawanko. That's the real traditional stuff. Kathy practices listening to Buena Vista Social Club
Yeah,
with that one.
that's great. Well, let's see. I'll just give you, till Kathy comes back, I'll just give you 20 a night. And then I'll
Okay.
get- And then I'll get a series when she.
All right.
comes back.
Well, if you want to, no, if you want to do that series now, go ahead.
Okay.
Sure, we'll just run that through.
You can do the credit card.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll do that.
I guess you do the credit cards day in and day out.
It took a while, to figure it out. But when we first.
Is this the slide kind? You just slide it, or you
Yeah.
don't have to call it in or anything?
No, it's just pretty on there.
Thank you, buddy. That was really nice.